Hope everybody's well.
Continue on US 70 East for 1.5 miles.
I'm not hear the GPS kicking in. I'm trying to go buy a wall mount propane heater, 30,000 BTU for 60 bucks. Those average anywhere from $275 to $300. They're pretty much indestructible. You may have sometimes change the little valves in them. No power required for this, and it just works off propane, no fan on it. The guy said he's swapping it out because he wants one with a fan. I don't want anything electric. If I want my heater, I just want the heat. What's up, Vito? I saw your comment last night for the live, and when I checked it, I looked at the likes, and it showed me 0 likes all night long until about 1:30 this morning. When I checked it at 1:30, then it said I had like 20 likes for a live stream. So as usual, I got hacked, and it kept me doing for what I wanted to do. Never ending, all the time, always happens. So hope you're having a good day, Vito, and everybody else that's in here. It's been a really stressful time. If you hear a beeping, for some reason, every time I get in Tina's car, the radio switches to Sirius XM. I can't even put it on a radio station without them hacking it, and it goes to Sirius Radio. Everywhere I go, it's like if I go to a store, like an auto parts store, and they go to look up a part. Not all the time, but most of the time. They go to look up a part. The computer messes up every day, day by day. Exactly right, day by day. Everywhere I go, somebody, and I get near a computer, that computer starts to get hacked and it don't work. Gas pumps won't work, this don't work, that don't work. It's always something to keep me from moving forward. If people knew how insidious this program is, when I tell you that AI runs it, and they've got a link to every security system, every cell phone camera, every home security, every store security, every traffic camera, every city hall building, every one of them, and I've showed you guys the picture-in-picture where they implant these pictures in pixels into my media. Anywhere I've been, if I've been going down the road or somebody's walking by and they had their shirt in the cell phone pocket and the phone wasn't even on, the camera picks me up with fake facial recognition and sends all my pictures to one database. You guys cannot believe how far advanced they are technologically. Just like the drones that are all over the country, where they're saying, oh, it's UFOs, it's UFOs. No, it's not. It's U.S. government. The U.S. government has anti-gravitational technology. They have perfected anti-gravity. I told you before, when you look at these drones, there's no sound, there's no turbulence, there's no heat signature at all. None. They are probably magnetic, electromagnetic is what I'm thinking. But they have technology that would blow your mind. What's up, Miss Jamie? They have energy. You understand? I'm going to caveat this speech with the guy I'm going to talk about. And of course, as soon as I get ready to talk about him, I can't remember his name. You guys will be able to get it though. He's an emergency room doctor, and he's the one that's been exposed to all this UFO, and he's bald-headed. I can't remember his name. Stephen Greer. Dr. Stephen Greer. I've watched his channel for a long time, and I used to watch it at night. Hope you're having a good holiday, or Christmas, Jamie. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. You're one of 2 or 3 that said that to me. But Dr. Stephen Greer talked 20 years ago, and he actually stood before Congress and talked about the free energy. He warned us 20 years ago of the fake alien invasion, which they're going to do very soon. Stephen Greer warned us of all the stuff they're going to do using NASA. NASA's going to be doing it all. NASA's in charge of all this PSYOPs. That's where all the money goes. The black projects, NASA's part of the black project. It's just like the ones who are supposedly stuck on the space station, yet they just happen to have a closet up there with Christmas trees and hats and everything in it. Isn't that strange? And then when you watch them from the space station, the woman's hair is always super glued up, like an 80s haircut. Their hair is always hard as rock, sticking straight up. But there'll be a glass of water sitting on the table right beside them. NASA's the biggest scam in the world. NASA is the most fraudulent government agency ever. But Stephen Greer has been exposing this stuff. Now, I really believed Stephen Greer until he started talking about, oh, these aliens are friendly. They love us. They want the best for us. And look, we can communicate with them. I'll flash the light or I'll think calm thoughts and they'll come and see me. Now, I know what aliens are. Aliens are fallen angels. They're demons. There's the little men, they are biologics, okay? They may have a skin form, but they're biologics mixed with mechanical. I was watching an interview with a woman, and she said that she went to one of Stephen Greer's talks. He charges the money, and then he tells everything he knows. And he said she was at a meeting, and Stephen mentioned something, and she went to talk to him, and I think it was after the class, and she walked in on him.
Stalled vehicle ahead.
And when she walked in on him in a different room, she said that when he turned around, he was like a 9-foot-tall reptilian. Now, the man interviewing her is very reputable. I trust him. And I watched her body language. I watched the way she acted, the way she moved, the way she talked. She was absolutely telling the truth. What's up, Preacher Moore? She was telling the truth about Stephen Greer being a reptilian. If you believe what the Bible says about a snake convincing Eve to take a bite of the apple, then you have to believe that there are lizard people. Now you may think, oh, you sound crazy, you're insane. If the Bible says it, I believe it. Sorry. I have to believe it. So when people talk about, oh, these aliens are our friends, no, they're not. The orbs that we're seeing in the sky is not the same as the drones. And remember, I told you a couple months ago that they have an artificial sun because I think the U.S. government hid the fact that the sun went dark for 7 days. I think that we're already in tribulation. I think that we're at the very end, and I'll tell you again, I am thankful that Donald Trump won the presidency, but I think they're going to hit before Trump takes office. I think the enemies of America are going to hit before he takes office. My faith is in God, not in Trump, so you don't have to hate me because of Donald Trump. But we are at a reckoning in America. Our time is still up. And God proved me wrong because I didn't think that there would be a great turning from evil. But there has been revival all over the United States and all over the world. People who have denied Christ their entire life, and they finally said, whoa, I'm done. And a lot of these famous people that take the turn, we have to just pray that they're being sincere. We have to pray because a lot of them will fake it. It's like that guy. Who's the guy in? He was in the latest. He was in the latest Jurassic Park movie, and he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. That guy is evil. He worships God in front of us, but the things he does backstage, and he always does all the signs and all the signals. There's a lot of fakes and false prophets out there. So we have to just pray that what they're doing is genuine. But at this time in our lives, I would hate to be mocking God, because God's wrath is coming so fast now. It's like that comedian a couple years ago who's on stage, the female comedian who's bragging about, I'm 4 times vaxxed and I got all my shots. Jesus must really love me. And then she falls over, pow, busts her head, gives herself a concussion. Mocking Jesus. So now's not the time for people to be mocking the God of the Bible. Now's the wrong time. Chris Pratt, that's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Outspoken. Chris Pratt is evil. He is evil. I've watched a lot of the outtakes and the behind the scenes stuff, and he's always making those gestures. He's always talking, oh, he's God in public. It's nothing but PR. It's nothing but PR. And that's why there's a channel online that I really miss. It's Jeremiah Cohen, C-O-H-A-E-N, C-O-H-E-N, Jeremiah Cohen. Yeah, it's very foggy here. It's nasty here. The rain woke me up this morning. It was raining so hard in North Carolina, I couldn't see 2 feet in front of my face. But Jeremiah Cohen's a targeted individual as well. And to my knowledge, I think he's quit posting videos. But he has a lot of great videos on the Illuminati and all their hand signals and all the evils of the world. I really miss his content. Of course, I don't agree 1,000% with anybody. But I see there's always common ground. So if I could take the good that somebody's got to say, and then I'll leave my comment about what they need to change, because there's plenty of things about me I need to change. If you're not working on yourself daily, you wasted a day. Like my grandpa said, if you didn't learn something today, you wasted today. So every day I try to get smarter and wiser, and I'm trying to be better. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. Hard for me to bridle my tongue seeing as much evil as there is in the world, because evil, it affects me. I get physically ill when I see evil police. When I see evil law enforcement terrorizing people, it makes me physically unwell. So, like I said, I'm sorry I didn't do a live stream last night. They hid the likes from me, so I couldn't see it. I ordered those tires like a month ago, put those tires on my truck, not even a month ago, and it knocked the sidewall out of one the other day. Brand new tire, ain't got 500 miles on it. It's got a gash that deep in the sidewall. So I said, Tina, find it on your credit card. I gave her cash and she bought it on her card. I said, where's it at? She went through all her banking history and none of it shows up. It doesn't show where I purchased the tire from. It shows the purchase from 2023. See, everything in my life, even Tina's phone, I mean, you should expect Tina's phone to be hacked, of course. But even my search history on Google looking for the site I found the tires at has been disappeared. I log into it and it kicks me out somewhere else. Everything I do, it kicks me off somewhere else. It's the constant hacking, the constant vandalism, the constant surveillance. Everywhere I go, there are gang stalkers. Now, one guy just tuned in recently. He's got a channel. Can't remember the name of it. He was just walking around town cussing out all these black trucks and just going off. I was like, dude, let me save you 6 years of heartache. Cussing all these trucks out's only going to bring attention to yourself. I'm used to the suffering. I'm used to it. And having the YouTube channel makes it worse on me. If I just shut up and stop the YouTube channel again, they wouldn't punish me as much. Isn't that a shame you get punished in America by the federal government? It's a shame. But I would suggest to anybody out there, if you're being targeted, don't believe that it's only spiritual and it's just demons and evil spirits.
In a quarter mile,
that's just one part. That's just one part of it. It's not just spirits. Spirits don't fly airplanes. Spirits don't fly helicopters. Spirits aren't following you into Big Lots. They're real people doing evil things. But we cannot look away from the evil realm.
Right onto Sigmund
it's just like law enforcement. How can you take a job knowing that because people are poor, you're going to put them in a cage? Because a lot of the traffic violations in America are because people didn't have the money, either for a sticker or a tag or a new set of tires or for insurance. We're punished because we're poor in America. You should not be punished because you're poor. It's just like in North Carolina. If you owe back child support, the Constitution outlawed debtors' prison. So you know how they get around that? They just write a court order up and say, if you don't pay this money, we're going to put you in jail. Well, that's debtors' prison. Nope. You're not getting in trouble because you didn't pay the money. You're getting in trouble because you didn't follow a judge's order. See how they do that? There's always a workaround. There's always a way for the federal government to take away your rights and lock you up. But there's never a way for you to go around and get by and live a safe, happy life as a citizen. It's like when a cop pulled me over, and I'm getting that footage tomorrow if I have to camp out front of the lawyers. And I'm probably going to fire her because she's done nothing. I ain't even met her yet. Met her one time for 2 minutes, and she was a jerk the whole time. So I'm going to have to do something. I'm not going to go in there and give up. If I have to represent myself, I will. And then I'll appeal it if the judge finds me guilty, because I didn't resist arrest, and I didn't have a concealed weapon. If I've got a gun and it's hanging on the pocket, outside of my pocket, and you can see that much of it, it's not a concealed weapon. Sorry, it don't work that way. And in North Carolina, black powder firearms are not considered weapons. Sorry. It's just not, according to state statute. And I shared that on here. So, it is what it is. I need your guys' continuous prayers. Because as I said, this being arrested, it messed me up. It messed up my PTSD, as that's what they wanted. You can beat the crime, but you can't beat the ride. It messed up my PTSD, messed up my sleep, it messed up my eating, it's messed up my insides. I'm not a gassy person. I don't burp. I don't get heartburn that often. I don't have bouts of explosive diarrhea, but this has messed me up totally. It's just it's not even just the money that they steal from you. It's just the stress that will take away your freedom because a cop says he didn't see your tag that is right there if he just walked 2 feet back and look at it. Like the same tag he saw when he walked up to my truck and started demanding that I get out within 30 seconds of him pulling me over. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm here at my destination. I bought something down here a year ago.
Take the next left.
And now I'm down here again. That's strange. I'm down at the same place I was a year ago. Strange. Anyway, God bless. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Pray for me and my family. Please pray for me. Pray that God's will is going to be done in everything that I do. God bless.
Your destination is on the right.